Welcome, this is Shakti, your online astrologer, and online because I'm sitting on Maui, this little island in the ocean. So I do 80% of my astrology work, my readings, my teachings online and through Skype. So I've been doing astrology for 35 years now, and I'm actually getting more and more excited about it to see what's possible. And in a way, I feel more like a beginner than I was when I was doing it for 10 years, because now I know how much depth and perception and insight you can perceive and receive through the lenses of astrology. So my monthly teachings about the forecast, what's going on with the moon, and other actualizations. With that, my intention is to bring your awareness to how you can integrate those energies into your life. How can you make best use of them? And as an evolutionary astrologer, I always look from the perspective of your soul growth and integration from that highest purpose. So today I'm going to give you a little overview about the Mercury Retrograde, which a lot of people have heard about, and that poor guy has really gotten a bad reputation, but nevertheless it's good to be prepared. So head over to my PowerPoint presentation and find out what it is really about. Make sure you hang in there till the end, because as usual I will give you very practical suggestions. And make sure you sign up, so I will keep you in the loop with astrology and forecast teachings. So see you over there. Hello again. So this is me. As I already said, I'm an evolutionary astrologer. That's just my home, the way I'm looking at things. And I'm a published author with Llewellyn. So my book actually is an introduction to astrology, and then I'm concerned how you can balance your chart, your horoscope. So here in that book I'm introducing the whole mysterious world of healing gemstones and how you can use those in very specific ways to help balance yourself. Today we're going to talk about Mercury retrograde and what is actually happening with those Mercury retrogrades. So the last Mercury retrograde started June 26th at 23 degrees in Cancer, and it will turn directly in a few days, July 20th, and that will happen at 13 degrees Cancer. So it has made its way back 10 degrees in Cancer. So today I'm going to talk with you about what Mercury as a symbol actually represents. We can look at Mercury as the god of communication, the storyteller. Then we will talk about the actual meaning of Mercury retrograde. And then this Mercury retrograde is all happening in Cancer, so we want to talk a little bit about the Cancer qualities. And then, of course, which activities are supported by these celestial energies and how you can use this flow. So Mercury is known as a communicator, the storyteller, so he's a very vocal guy. He's representing our mind, our ability to perceive, to learn, to take things in. And of course, if we have taken in enough information at some point, we want to communicate that. So then Mercury steps into the shoes of being a teacher. So Mercury is very much connected with our own ability to find our voice and to, at the end of the process, to get to a clear and unobstructed vision of reality. So the reality which is filtered through our senses, eyes, nose, ears, but also through our belief systems. So Mercury is just this kind of butterfly going from information to information and Mercury has a very young personality because of that. So Mercury is very strong in children. What happens when a planet turns retrograde? So it's like from our perspective, the planet is turning backwards, so is revisiting places or degrees in the sign it is in. It has already been in before. So because of that, we could say whatever qualities a planet is carrying, he is revisiting and deepening a specific theme, a specific subject. So that's why it's important in which sign that retrograde motion is happening. And poor Mercury is a fast planet, so it happens quite often throughout the year that Mercury goes retrograde, and he has gotten a pretty bad reputation because we can actually really feel those movements. We can feel that something is not going as we expect it to go. So the negative aspects of retrograde Mercury, a lot of you might have heard about, are troubles. Troubles in many ways. It can happen in the areas of communication, any kind of where you connect with people. So it could be that you you're waiting for a contract you have in the mail, and the contract gets lost. Emails don't get delivered. This kind of screw ups on the communication level. But also things like you miss your airplane, or the airplane is late, or they're not in alignment with each other. Like one is coming late, the other one is leaving early. That kind of stuff we attribute to retrograde Mercury. But also then this whole world of trouble with electrical equipment, and the one we're sitting every day many hours in front of is a computer. So things are just not working out. The download isn't happening. You can't find what you're looking for. So just like obstacles are more easily in the way than not. So everything where it is about connection through mail, email, words, needs a little more attention and a little more clarity, a little more effort to make it happen. So this Mercury is happening in Cancer, and we want to look at Cancer and what that means for this Mercury. So Cancer is the archetype of the mother. It describes the inner world of emotions, the healing powers. It's a water sign. It's of course ruled by the moon. And it's a sign, I mean, imagine the crab is kind of symbolizing the Cancer. So it has this very vulnerable inside and then this hard shell around it. So we're talking about a very sensitive sign here, but also a very creative, nourishing sign. So with Cancer, we have an emotional need for security, for safety, for having our own home around us, safe, beautiful, nourishing. So the idea, my home is my castle, that has been invented probably by a Cancer. So the shadow of Cancer is because of this sensitivity, and if they haven't learned to deal with that, they can end up with fearful withdrawal from reality, like hiding out. And the way they do encounter you in the world is they're hiding behind caregiving, because this is how they feel needed, this is how they feel good about themselves. So the shadow part of Cancer is that we rather take care for others than look into the needs we have for ourselves. And of course, then if we are not even clear and expressive about our own needs, there is a small chance to getting those fulfilled. My practical suggestions for you, how you can use these Mercury retrograde energies in Cancer. So remember, retrograde means revisiting. So you have revisiting themes which are Cancer or moon related. So everything about your inner world, about your feelings, about how you connect with your family and your friends, that will be kind of in the foreground. And when you revisit, you get another look, a deeper perspective. And that will help you with what we call unfinished business. And I'm sure we all have a lot of it, especially with your family, the family of origin, your parents, your siblings. So I don't expect you to undo and unfinished everything in these few days here, but it will give you a better perspective. It will help you to do one step in the right direction. And what will be very possible and fortunate for you if you can find the inner place to really speak your truth. Speak your truth with your parents, with people who are important to you, your partner. It's really about finding your voice and expressing your needs. This is what Mercury and Cancer is all about. So I hope this has helped to orient you a little bit. And when Mercury turns direct again on the 20th, it will move forward from the 13 degrees of Cancer. And that day will be very strong when it kind of stays and turns direct. So that's always kind of this turning point. It's especially energized. But then you will have really time while Mercury goes forward again. You will have time to integrate. The energy will be flowing more, it will be easier. So whatever you have looked at and started to approach from a deeper inner place can fall in place after Mercury turns direct again. So I hope this helped you a little, and I wish you wonderful months. And I hope you sign up. If you like to stay informed and be kept in the loop with astrology and forecasts, you want to subscribe and find out how you can navigate and how you can ride the wave of life successfully. I would love to hear from you, so if you want to leave me comments or questions, I will get back to you. It's important because I'm talking into this empty space, so that there's actually somebody on the receiving end. Really helps me with the process. So if you like it, give me thumbs up. That seems to be important these days. And if you are interested in an astrological reading, a personal reading with me, you can go over to my website to find out more, mauiastrologyreading.com, and you can give me a call. Make sure it's at the right time. I'm in Hawaii, Maui, 808-878-8182, and I'm looking forward to hear from you. Have a wonderful month, and as we say on Maui, aloha.